All right, good morning, third graders. We're starting a new topic today. We are going to be talking all about addition, but specifically today we're going to be talking about three types of properties of addition. The first one is commutative, second one is associative, the third one is identity. And those are all properties of addition. First, you're going to need to know what the word addends means. And addends are numbers that are being added. So if I have 5 plus 2, 2 and 5 are both addends. They're basically numbers that are being added together. Now the second vocabulary word is sum. And sum is the answer when adding. So if I said find the sum to the number sentence 5 plus 2, 5, 6, 7. 7 is going to be your sum. The first property that we're going to talk about is going to be the commutative property, which I like to call as the flip-flop rule. Okay, you guys know how to add two one-digit numbers. All right, so you'll notice that I have some counter chips in a blue cup and I have some counter chips in a red cup. All right, what could I do to find the total number of chips in the orange cup? I need to add these two cups together to figure out what my total is going to be. So I'm going to count each one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I have 9 here. And then I'm going to count the ones that are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9 plus 4. So I like to add these two numbers together. And one strategy I like to do is I like to start with a bigger number. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have a total of 13. So there should be 13 in my cup. Now, boys and girls, if I decided to change the order of the cups, do you think that the total number of the counters in these two cups are going to change? Let's look at that. They are going to do a flip-flop. They're going to switch places with each other. The only thing that I forgot to do is I need to make sure I add one more counter here because I think I was one off. All right, so I have 4 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 in this cup. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I have 9 in this cup. Remember, to figure out my total, I want to add them together. So 4 and 9. So I have 4 on this side, and then I'm going to add 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I still have 13. As you can see, I changed the order of the cups, and the number is still 13. It doesn't change. They just switched places. That's all that they did. Now, if you created your own number sentence and you switched those, you're still going to find the same answer. I'm going to model that one more time real quick for you. So if I'm just going to throw out some numbers here. I'm not going to put counter chips in them to save us some time. But if I had 2 in this cup and 5 in this cup, so there's going to be 5 in the red and there's going to be 2 in the blue. Oops, I did not want to clone that. 2 in the blue. All right. So I'm going to add those together. I'm going to do an upside down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should have a total of 7 here. And notice my cups just changed places. That's all they did. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to start with 5 and add 2 more. 5, 6, 7. I still have 7. So it doesn't matter what order that they move around, I'm still going to get the same answer. All right, so the sum will always be the same if the order of the addends were changed. That's what we call commutative property. We are going to talk about the next one, which is called associative property. Now, when we associate with our friends, we're like talking to them, right? And when we are talking with them, we tend to be buddies. And we kind of group them up. So whenever you see parentheses, you know that we're talking about the associative property or the grouping property or kind of like that buddy rule. So when you group addends differently, like the equation below, the sum is going to always remain the same, okay? So if I had 3 plus 1, and they were talking to each other. By the way, anytime you see parentheses, solve those first. If I have 3 plus 1, I know that's going to be 4, okay? And then I need to add 4 to 6. By the way, I like to put lines between my equations here so they're separated. So 4 and I add 6. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have a total of 10 there. I'm going to put my equal sign over here. I'm going to solve the same thing. Now notice 3 is not grouped with 1 anymore. 1 is talking to 6. I'm going to solve that first. So 1 plus 6. So I'll start with my bigger number, 6, and then 7. So I have 7 here. And then I need to add my 7 and my 3 together. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So notice it didn't matter who was being a buddy to who was talking to who, they still got the same answer. And that's what we call associative or grouping or kind of the buddy rule. The other one we're going to talk about is another property that we're going to learn is going to be the identity property. Now the identity property is when the sum of any number plus 0 is the same. So if I had 4 and I add nothing to it, I'm still going to get 4. If I have 2, and I'm going to draw pictures here, 1, 2, and I decide that I'm going to add nothing to it, I'm still going to have 2 there. Here's another picture again, so you kind of see that the numbers that we're adding are called addends. The sum is going to be our answer. This picture just shows you another way we're looking at commutative property again, identity property, associative property. You have a sheet in front of you. You are going to do this, the 6 here. I'll do 3 more with you, and then you're going to have to show me the rest. Okay, so if I have 9 and I want to get 9, it's the identity property. I don't need to add any more to it. So I'm going to put 0 there. And the next one, if I have 4 and 6, right? I need to have the same numbers on each side. So 4 and 6. So 6 and 4. All they did was switch places. If I found my answer, 4 plus 6, I'd get 10. If I solved 6 plus 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I still have 10. My numbers simply just switched spots with me. Remember the last one again is going to be that associative, the grouping, the buddy method. So if I'm going to look on this one where it has all the numbers, I'm not missing any. I see that 3 is talking to 6 and 2 is by itself. So if I have these three numbers in this number sentence, well, by golly, I better have them over here. So I have a 2 over here, 2 over here. I have a 3, but there's no 3 over here. So I'm going to put 3 here. I have 6 here and I have 6 here. So I should be good, right? We want to make sure that our answers are going to be the same on each side. So I like to go through and I like to solve that. So if they're in parentheses, they're talking to each other, we need to solve that first. So 2 plus 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then 5 plus my 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 total. Okay, so I have 11 on this side. I need to get 11 on this side. So I'm going to start with 3 plus 6 because they're talking. So I'll start with a bigger number, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to put 9 on top. And then I need to add my 2 to it. Again, I'll start with a bigger number when counting, 9, 10, and 11. So I know that my answer is right here because I got the same number on each side. All right, third graders, I want you to finish these 3 on your own, on your sheet. And then when you're finished, you're going to want to make sure you do your practice page and then your review, spiral review sheet on the back. For some of you, this might look a little different. For some of you, you might have the spiral review and then a different page on the back. All right, third graders, remember to take your time and to do your very, very best.